Yo, I guess I should explain. Alright, this is a follow-up video. I should explain at least why the data is so abstract in relation to what you think it is. Alright, so how do I explain? Alright, so the universe is made up of kind of overlapping five-dimensional waves, and the energy of the universe moved into it, kind of like lightning, the strings of the lightning moving in between the filaments of waves to make its structure. All right, but the universe is a huge now interchanging ball, like recycling ring of expanding energy rollover values or energies. You would equate it similar to a computer program, but the only reason our computers represent the universe in some way, the universe represents our computers in some way, because there is only certain ways to process information within universal space, and our computers represent one of the most common ways to do that. It's not a coincidence at all. So the reason the information is abstract in relation to what you would have assumed it to be is because you are not taking into account two effects that actually work together. One is what I have referred to previously as the band density, and the other is the grip effect within band density. Now, what band density refers to, okay, every closed system effect within universal space, each gravity mass controlling each one of these closed system effects determines band density within its closed system right out to the edge of the effect area of the band density. The universe also has this across the entirety of its space, all the way down to the smallest particle, right up to the universe itself. Okay, now what the reason I use the term band density is because the best way to think about it is like a spider web, okay, or an expanding grid pattern across a circular effect. All right, because the band density refers to the grip of the gravitational effect on the area of space, either condensing it or allowing it to be a little thinner, depending on where it is within or determined by the band density. Now, in a thicker band density, less subatomic particles are able to travel between the top tangible layer, the sum total layer, our layer, and the other determining layers of the universe, right? Meaning that even the matter within our own galactic space, closer to the galactic core, will be different. You will actually find there are new elements, right, that exist in the greater band density that cannot exist within the thinner band density because of the subatomic particle transfer effect within the band density. Now, all this stuff you guys don't know yet. However, you're using this transfer of particles for a quantum computing system, so you kind of already proved my point anyway. But the reason the data that you're seeing from either so far away or so far back toward the beginning is so contradictory to what you would assume is because what you are looking at billions of years ahead, where we're heading to, it resides within a much thinner universal band density, meaning the matter, the way it interacts with the other matter around it, how much energy it has, how much mass it has, how much gravity, or basically how much spatial effect it can have across the existence medium layers to the top sum total layer or tangible layer, our layer, determines what the matter represents within the light reflective space. So it's going to look way, way different because the galactic band density, or the universal, band density out that far is so much thinner that the matter, the stars, the planets, the dirt, rocks, elements, literally every molecule and every atom is dramatically different to where we currently reside within our universal band density. Okay, now if you travel way further back toward the beginning, you will find like hyper concentrated elements and things like that because of the thicker universal and then by extension thicker galactic band densities, allowing for greater reaction on our layer because of the less transfer of subatomic particles. It's actually not very complicated. The problem is our languages are so conceptually retarded that we lack these conceptual representations required and the understandings required to go with them to make what I'm explaining sound simple. Yeah, I don't need to say any more than that, but that's why the calculations of the matters aren't what you assumed, because you assume these things way out there from the beginning of time, they're actually at the end of time. So try altering your calculations a bit and try imagining instead of we reside in water, try and imagine out there all the matter's residing in alcohol. It just moves much more freely and there's not as much holding it together. This is dark energy. What you guys think is dark energy is actually a reference to galactic band density and the grip effect within the closed system effect. It's funny how you guys use one word to describe like 5 overlapping concepts. There's no such thing as dark energy or dark matter. It doesn't exist. These are overlapping concepts of other things that, because you don't understand, you just assume they're the one thing. Gravity is a great example. I've said this before. Gravity is 3 overlapping effects. It is the desired balance effect, which is basically a point, another point, which are in a constant spinning motion within universal space. This is the universal balance effect. Okay? The curve, excuse me, the curve in space is caused by the energy offset effect. Okay, so for every bit of solid matter, there is an energy reflection within the existence medium, which represents its values. And depending on how big or how much energy values are wrapped up in the tangible layer entity depends on how great its reflection is. So a neutron star has a greater reflection and a small rocky planet only has a little one. Or one has big, one has small. Okay, the third universal effect is determined by, what is it? It's determined by the actual energy to wave overlap effect, the existence effect. Okay, the waves of the universe overlap in 5 dimensions, creating these things that kind of appear like filaments. They're from the nano level right up to the actual size of the universe. And the universe exists, of all the energy exists within these filaments, and its existence itself actually alters how these filaments of universal existence behave. So yeah, god damn, this shit's complicated and hard to explain. But because this is also the grip effect, is the effect on the filament structure. I'm trying to remember now why I was talking about the waves. There's so many overlapping goddamn effects, right? So the roundness, the gravity makes things round. Now the spin of the planet, or the spin of an atom, or the spin of literally freaking anything, is the balance effect. It's the 2 points. The curve in space is the tangent relay reflection, and the ball is the determinate shape bound in balance by the given elements and and how they rest within the universal space determine, like, basically these filaments or these things like balls represent how big everything is going to be depending on how many values it has, its molecular structure, and how heavy it is. But yeah, there you go. If anyone got to the end, my goodness, I should probably be paying you guys. But the reason the data is abstract to what you believe it is one, the universe is 186 billion light years across, and you can see like 4.5 billion years of it. And the other reason is because you are not yet calculating determinate matter within said band density of universal or galactic space. So, yeah, that was a lot longer than I wanted it to be. Funnily enough, that was the shortest and most basic explanation I could possibly give you. Yeah, my head hurts. If you got to the end and your head hurts, I congratulate you. Yeah, I'm going to go and sit down. You have a great day.